Hi everyone, welcome to the Shape Your Future Healthy Kitchen, sponsored by TSET. I am Heidi. I'm here with Chef Val from OUTU School of Community Medicine. We always love having you here.
Thank you.
And as we kick off our new year, we are getting back to basics, which I think is great. Just helpful reminders of simple things we can do in the kitchen. So what are we learning today? Or what are we being reminded of the basics, I guess?
Yes, so we are going to do some roasting. So we've done a lot of roasted vegetables, and so you might remember that roasting is when you put it in put your vegetables or whatever, meat, in a hot oven, say 350, 400 degrees, maybe even 425, and we're cooking it until it gets some nice caramelization. And the caramelization is when the natural sugars in the food cook, and it brings out lots of depth of flavor that make the vegetables or meat or whatever taste really, really good.
Okay. So just a simple technique that can give you more of the fresh flavors that come with those things.
Right. Okay. And so today we're actually using broccolini. And if you haven't used broccolini before, it's in the broccoli family, but it can taste slightly more bitter, or a lot more bitter actually.
Okay.
And so maybe you've never seen it in the store, or maybe you purchased it and you used it just like broccoli and you're like, I'm never going to eat this because it's so bitter. So what you do to combat that is we had some boiling water here. We plunged the broccolini into the hot water, the boiling water, cooked for about 2 minutes, and then we plunged it into ice water to stop the cooking process. And so we need to drain some of that water off so it's not super wet going into the oven, because that will actually hinder our roasting process. So anytime you're roasting something, you want it to be pretty dry, because otherwise it goes into the oven and you're just steaming it. And that's what we want to avoid, because we want to get all that caramelization. You want to get
the moisture out of it so that you're truly roasting it. And is that something, again, if someone's maybe not an expertise like myself in the kitchen, would you do that with any and every vegetable, or that's more specific to just the broccolini? The
broccolini really lends itself to this kind of double cooking method, like a par cooking method, and then the roasting, just because it is bitter. But if you wanted to roast something a little more quickly than you would otherwise, like say you were going to roast carrots, you might par cook those if they were in big chunks. Blanch and shock, so that's stopping the cooking process in the shock water. Dry them well and put them on the sheet pan. It's not necessarily necessary. It's just that it's going to expedite the process a little bit.
It's just moving it along a little faster.
Yes, and so we're just going to put this, I could probably get a little drier on this broccolini, but we're going to go ahead and put it on this sheet pan. And then you can use whatever herbs and spices that you like, but I particularly love a combination of a little bit of chopped garlic, or maybe even a lot of chopped garlic, and some chili flakes. So you could use chili flakes just like we think of from the pizza place. But
I was going to say, just pretend you're throwing it on a pizza, but this is much better for you.
And these are Korean chili flakes, so they have a slightly different flavor, and they are delicious. Some lemon zest, and we may put some lemon juice on the dish after it comes out of the oven, but not before, because that lemon juice won't taste fresh and bright anymore once it's baked. So you're getting all the lemony flavor from the zest. We're doing some black pepper.
And when you're doing, just because I'm purely curious myself, is the lemon versus the chili flakes, is there a reason why you kind of do that? I want to say sweet and spicy, but that's probably not the words I should be using. Is there a reason for that, to kind of put those together? The
lemon, chili, and garlic are just a really complementary flavor combination. Okay, so a little bit of olive oil. There's not much left in this bottle. There was not even 2 tablespoons, and we got it all. Okay, and so this is just going to go right into the oven. I'm going to say 400 degrees, probably 20-ish minutes. So you can toss this around a little bit more with your tongs or your hands. Just trying to get it all coated. Give it a toss or two in that 20-ish minutes. But then this is our final dish.
This is the final product, which looks amazing.
And you may want a little squeeze of lemon on that additionally too. So you have your zest, but then that bright lemon juice flavor is very delicious.
Oh, it looks so good.
And so think about doing this with whatever vegetables, peppers, carrots, onions, anything, any vegetable. This is the way you're going to go about roasting.
Oh my goodness, it's so good. And it keeps all the crunch and everything too.
And that's the thing. You don't want to overcook vegetables. A lot of people think they don't like vegetables because they've eaten a lot of overcooked vegetables, and canned vegetables kind of fit into that category sometimes if they're not treated properly.
So you still get like the freshness, the crunch, everything else that goes along with it with the roasting. This is awesome. I'm just going to keep eating. Thank you, as always. I love all the back to basics, just refreshing our memory as we start this new year. If you want to learn more about these basics or any of the recipes, go ahead and head to our website, kjrh.com.